Hey, good afternoon, folks. Yes, this is me. Took the beard off, so here I am in the flesh. Um, Wanted to share what's going on with the chickens and the cover crop, and so um, there's a little dude right there playing with the bucket. So I've been out of town. I haven't let my chickens out in probably about a month. They've just it's a squirrel. So they've been in the chicken house this whole time, and I've been growing this cover crop, and so I let them out. And what was interesting is they came out and they went to that where the pig pen was, where all that good compost is. Scratched around there for a minute, and they noticed some oats that were sprouting up right in here. And then they found this, and we're all over it for a minute. But it's kind of windy tonight, and I don't think they're used to being outside in the wind. Like, this guy's pulling back some of these pine needles and finding something to eat. And so it's funny, a gust of wind will come and they'll run back to the chicken house, and then they'll hop back out, and then some of them are already going on the roost. But I put them out in the evening. Oh, there's a squirrel right there, right over my head. But I put them out in the evening because I didn't want them to be out in the yard destroying things for very long. And so this is so they kind of touched on the cover crop. They got the greens they wanted, and then they moved on. And so that's kind of interesting that they didn't just completely dominate this green patch and destroy it, which I'm glad they didn't. But I think the real value of this cover crop, not only is it going to have green material for them to eat, but as it gets taller, because right now it's still very small, it's winter, hasn't rained much, the days are really short right now, and so what I'm hoping to see is insects begin living in these areas of cover crop, so that there's a protein source for these chickens, because that's one of the big things that they're going to be craving. And I can tell because they're right here scratching in this little area, and the first thing they went to was the compost pile back there. And so their number one food interest was protein, and then it was greens. For a minute they got what they wanted, and now they're back after the protein. And Hudson's watching them closely. He's my chicken manager, keeps them in line. So that's those are just some valuable observations to me of what I need to be thinking about in the future when I do a cover crop for chickens. Is, am I putting plants in here that insects are going to want to, be hanging out in? And so I think grasses are a big part of that. They need to get a little bit taller and thicker than this for them to really hold insects. And then just getting a whole bunch of different stuff. A lot of the garden plants that have a lot of pests, honestly, that's kind of what you want to stick in there, because pests are usually protein for chickens. So that's all there is to it, and hope you guys have a great night. Bye. That's funny, they're back in the cover crop after scratching around for a minute. So again, diversity of food options is where it's at. Sorry, I had to add this in after I already said I was going to leave. But that's just funny that these two decided to come back. And then this one's still after protein over here. And then Hudson, what do you got there, ho buddy? And then the other chickens, they're hard to see in here, but they're already going to roost. And they're dumb. But these hens will stay out and forage. They're very smart, and until it gets dark, then they'll hop in the coop, get your greens. I really want to have enough cover crop for chickens so they can get their greens. That does really good things for the eggs. It has a better balance of was it omega-3 and omega-6, or those proteins or something, or fats, yeah. Whatever they are, there's a better balance of them. Don't get your nutrition source from me, buddy. They don't eat sticks. They don't want sticks. They don't even make their own nest with sticks. He's trying to give it to him. Can you cluck like a chicken, buddy? Alright, go hunt them, buddy. Go get them. Go hunt them chickens. And then this thing is empty right now. I want to get some more chickens for that. Chickens that aren't really like egg producers, because that's not good for egg producers. They just lay eggs on the ground and then they get crushed or whatever. Sometimes they don't. What, are you trying to feed the chickens? You gotta go grab you a handful of feed, and then you can feed them. Huh. Gonna catch a chicken? First chicken you've ever caught. No? I don't think they want the stick, buddy. They're not really into sticks like you are. I know, it's kind of weird, but they're interested in other stuff. If you had a worm, they'd like it. I don't know if you're into catching worms though yet. Tell those chickens to go night-night. These chickens gonna go night-night, buddy? Looks like they're gonna go night-night, huh? You wanna let's herd them into the coop? Let's make them go in the chicken coop. Come on, buddy. So that's nice. They'll hop in by themselves. Nobody telling them what to do or forcing them to do anything. I don't know why that chicken thought she could go through the other one, but there we go. All right, hens. Move it. Move it, move it. No. The last hen. You can figure it out. Come on. There you go. Alright. That's it. And the chickens are up for the night. They're on their roost.